Hey everybody, welcome back. We are doing some more show reactions. I wanted to say movie reactions, and I was like, that's not right. We are doing a reaction to Breaking Bad. We are on season 1, episode 4. Purdy's laying back down. So the band has broken up, and Walt seems to be coming clean to his wife about the cancer. And that's kind of where things are at. They've now officially killed 2 people, and we're not counting episode 6, 7, 6. Wait, he didn't kill anybody in those, did he? Just threw the bomb. Um, yeah, okay. We've officially killed 2 people. All the mess is cleaned up. Now we just have to do house repair and kind of go from there with things. So that's where we're at. Hopefully I can get a little bit ahead on doing some of these recordings because this one will go up on hopefully will go up on the 17th. It depends on when I can get the editing done. The 17th and the 18th and the 19th, I'm going to be busy. I'm going to be on the road the 17th and 19th. I am going to my very first whiteout game at Penn State, and I'm excited about it. The whiteout game is usually the most expensive game of the season, so it cost a pretty penny. And this one happens to be against Auburn, and everybody's excited about that as well. So I don't believe I'll have any time next weekend to get anything recorded. Egg burps. So I'm going to try to get a little bit ahead on recordings so that I'm not having to scramble like I had to Thursday night so that I could post the last episode. I think that's where we're at. Also starting to get a migraine. This is a long intro. Sorry. Starting to get a migraine. I did an extra 6 hours of work today. And folks, if you're calling a crisis line, they are going to ask you questions. It's part of the process. Answer the damn questions. If they tell you what options you have, don't sit there and argue with them about, no, you know they got other options. No, if I'm telling you this is your options, then these are your options. Don't argue. At any rate, I've got a migraine because of a caller. He called me 6 times, I think, and my coworker 3 times. My coworker got kicked out of the system at some point, so I got all the calls there for a little while. But uh, he called us at around 10 times in a 2 hour period. Yeah. Not to mention, I found out he was calling our other crisis services. So, yeah. At any rate, I've got a migraine. We're going to watch some Breaking Bad, get ahead of things. We've got 2 episodes to figure out what's going on because right now the band is broken up, but we know the band gets back together. So let's see what happens. Okay, we're going to try this again. My sound wasn't working right. This one is called, is it starting again? This one is called Cancer Man. So let's see what happens.
Operation Icebreaker.
Breaking up the ice.
Anyway, say hello to Domingo Gallardo Molina, aka Crazy 8.
Who's dead?
Found his car out in the boonies.
I've never heard the desert referred to as the boonies. I mean, around here, the boonies is the woods.
Emilio Koyama. You
Who's
thinking the
dead?
cousin? We got new players in town. We don't know who they are, where they come from.
It's called brother-in-law.
Thinking Albuquerque just might have a new kingpin.
It's a weird way to brush your teeth. I don't think I've ever brushed my teeth that way.
Guess what? I ain't having it either.
How about some more soda, huh?
Yeah, sure.
Honey, do you need anything?
Hank sure is crude, isn't he?
Mom was a waitress in Los Alamos, and Dad said that thing to you.
Well, actually,
Okay, so that other lady is not Walt Jr.'s mom?
I have cancer.
Breaking it to the family.
I talked to my radiologists.
Her radiologists?
I'll always take care of your family.
That's not what he wanted to hear. Pinkman! Everything's sticky. He's gonna ask him what happened to his bathroom.
Hey, yo, what happened to your hallway, man? Did like the ceiling fall down? Or...
Say, Jesse, you still cook a little crystal?
Trying to get out of the business. Oh.
From time to time.
Hell yeah, Sunday night bowl, yo.
Where's that baggie he fought Walt over?
Lay off of it for a while. Because lately it's been kind of making me paranoid, so.
They don't care, they want some.
You kidding? Sit down.
Only sticking around for the drugs. Don't tell me the neighbors are going to discover something about the house. Is that Pinkman? He is paranoid. We starting to hallucinate now? I think he's hallucinating. Grenade? I hear a helicopter. I had a feeling he was hallucinating. I don't think Mormons are much like bikers. I wonder if she's discovered that yet. Put a little Neosporin on there. Peroxide bubbles the bacteria out.
Okay.
I hate trying to cough quietly.
Yeah, anytime on Friday. It's $5,000.
5,000?
The best are expensive.
Thinking
Her
about
bump looks smaller.
money is not.
I might be still comparing it to episode 6, so ignore that comment. It's awfully dangerous sitting there counting the money in front of his hiding hole. Speak of the devil.
So, what's up, Al?
What the hell's wrong with you?
Calling it out.
Son.
You're acting like nothing is going on.
Fact. The crib did come from the furniture store. What, they got a lot of cash on them right now? That's my luck. Insensitive people. And it seems like the older I get, the less people remember etiquette and right away and just being nice.
Hell, I could go anywhere. Hoffman, Gordon,
He's
Bradley,
gonna go off on this
Shorter.
guy.
Roll her in flour and look for the wet spot before you hit that, man.
Is he gonna punch him? He deserves a punch. And I don't think those ladies would do one thing.
Rules are rules, I guess.
Sure, rules are rules. I'm all
Who's
for that.
this? This isn't Walt and his parents, is it? No. I bet you it's Pinkman.
I think that was in our backyard.
Being paranoid. I was gonna say, it didn't look old enough for it to be Walt as a kid.
Who's there? Hey, Dad.
Pinkman's
Hey,
dad.
Mom. Right on. Hey.
The black sheep of the family. Is this his old room? Yeah. Well, he slept all day. They can't do it. You gotta tell them what the rules are, and then you gotta follow through the consequences.
We should hang out more often. You know, just kick back and chill.
Seems like it'd be the other way around.
It's good. It's great.
Wants the door to stay open. Don't tell me he's smoking more. Hi, buddy. What you doing? I'd hold you, but you don't want to be held. You gonna say hi to everybody? Say hi. I'm a feral kitty.
Yes, yes.
Does Walt have things hidden in every vent?
Can't be serious.
It's Pinkman.
What the hell are you doing?
What the hell's wrong with you? A wire. Jesus.
His hair's getting pretty long, too.
Thought we could debrief.
Debrief? Wow, that's...
A
That's what you
debriefing
think.
is something else.
Now you and I cooking a little more.
Get it out of the pool, quick! Literally skimming money.
Not with increased bruising and bleeding. There may be sexual signs.
Tuning out. It doesn't help the migraine. She gonna find a hiding spot? We're at Pinkman's place again, right? Keep it for herself? Oh no, she turned it in. Okay.
I think we want to hear just so we'll give you another chance. And it makes us feel like fools.
Is it Jacob's joint? Is he going to confront him about it being his joint?
Thanks for not telling on me. You think I could have it back?
Don't do it. Don't give it to him. All right, I agree with that move.
Did you hear me? I said
Is he
this
watching
is
the
really
Twilight Zone?
very, very hopeful.
Am I supposed to leave you? With all that debt?
You know, what he's bringing up is something that a person who's got this diagnosis has to think about. Is it, what are the pros and what are the cons going through the treatment? Especially since we know he says later on that it's terminal. Is there any advantage to him extending those months or years or whatever he would get from the chemo and radiation? Would the stuff that he goes through with the treatment be worth it? All this kind of stuff. And I'm not saying that he shouldn't do it, but these are serious questions that they have to deal with. And on top of having their loved ones say, you've got to do everything you can to live, and having that pressure on them as well. So he's in between a rock and a hard place. So not only does he have his wife trying to fight for him, he's got his son who's mad at him. I was going to say, hopefully he doesn't knock himself unconscious coughing while driving. Blood. Hey, it's the asshole. He's going to ram his car into his. Just ruin his car. Gas it up. He's going to put that in the oil or the gas. The gas would be in the back. Is he going to put it in the oil? Oh. Left his fingerprints behind though. Holy shit. Would that really happen? I could see the battery shorting, but would it explode? So I'm looking on the internet because I'm not the only one with that question. It seemed a little too Hollywoodized to me. So they're saying, unless the sponge had, this is on Reddit, of course, and so who knows? But it says, unless the sponge had some metal in it, I'm pretty sure nothing would happen. If it had metal in it, it could definitely set fire to the squeegee battery, but not a big explosion. A wet sponge will conduct electricity, and this might make the sponge hot, but the water will evaporate at a lower temperature than the sponge will catch fire at. When the water evaporates, the sponge is no longer conductive, so no more heat. Maybe the sponge could be soaked in some kind of crazy chemical that conducts electricity and creates an explosion somehow. I don't know enough chemistry to say either way on that one. Did Walt apply a crazy chemical to the sponge or just water? Usually there's some kind of like Windex type of substance, some kind of soapy substance in the water to help with cleaning the window, at least at some of the better gas stations. So this guy, apparently he deleted his account, says it's pretty hard to make a car explode. I doubt this would even conduct enough current to make anything noticeable happen. Dropping a wrench across your battery is scary as shit, though, and can definitely lead to a fire. What does that stand for? I'm bad with the acronyms. IIRC, something, something, really, I really care. If I really care, the car didn't explode. It just started on fire, which is completely plausible. Hooking up a battery correctly can cause sparks, shorting a water cell battery with something that burns, a sponge filled with a conducting liquid. Could definitely cause a fire. It wouldn't explode though. The metal frame on the back of the squeegee contacting the two battery terminals probably would make a red hot mess. It's conceivable that the battery would then produce enough H, hydrogen, and oxygen to cause a very ugly little explosion. But I don't think the car would explode. Ask Mythbusters. Love Mythbusters. I started watching when Tori and Grant and I can't remember the other's name when they took over, but I couldn't keep watching. And then they started White Rabbit, I think was the new show, and it didn't really take off like Mythbusters did. I loved Mythbusters. And I know Jamie and Adam have vowed to never work again together, but I would love for them to work together again. They don't hate each other, they just don't like working with each other. So I don't think I talked as much with this one, and that's probably a good break for you all, except I did talk a lot in the beginning. Not of the show, though. So the boys are struggling. I have a feeling that as Walt decides to do treatment because of his son, because of his wife, he's going to need the money. And so, therefore, after what Jesse his actual name? Whatever Pinkman said to him, he's going to say, okay, let's do it, but here's the rules, which is where I came in on this show, not realizing that I was starting in the middle. So I think that's where the next episode is going to go. We didn't have. Oh no, we started off with it. We had a little bit of the Hank stuff doing his investigative work. They know there's a new person in town. Now they're trying to figure it all out. And they don't know what's happened to Emilio and Crazy 8. So I think that's where we're at. We're going to stop there. Headache's a little worse. So I'm going to walk around and then try to get another episode in tonight because I don't know if I'll be able to get any in tomorrow night. JoJo is really tired. All right. Thank you all for joining me on this one. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.